The towering wonder of India. Nanda Devi is the second highest mountain in the country, standing tall after Kangchenjunga, and the highest one entirely within India's borders. And the Kangchenjunga shares its height with Nepal. But in an expedition, a group of 6 climbers led by a British expert took a risky gamble, changing their plans without permission. And now, sadly, they are believed to have lost their lives. But how did it all happen? Let's find out. There's a 500-mile-long range, and guess what? It's home to some of the tallest and most dangerous peaks in the world. People from all over the globe come here to take on the ultimate challenge and climb these giants, even if it means risking their lives. This stunning mountain sits in Uttarakhand's Kamoli district, cozily placed between the Rishiganga Valley on the west and the Goriganga Valley on the east. Nanda Devi is like a bliss-giving goddess, admired and respected as the special patron goddess of the Garhwal and Kumaon Himalayas. It's so precious and sacred that since 1983, the Indian government made a smart decision to keep the peak and the surrounding high mountains, known as the Nanda Devi Sanctuary, off-limits to both locals and climbers. We want to protect its delicate ecosystem, right? And to show even more love and care, the nearby Nanda Devi National Park earned the prestigious title of a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1988. And back in the day, Nanda Devi was believed to be the highest mountain in the world. But in 1808, some computations proved that Dhaulagiri actually took the crown. Still, Nanda Devi remains the 23rd highest peak on the planet. No small feat, but in 2019, more than 24 climbers sadly lost their lives on peaks in India, Nepal, and Pakistan. And then 8 brave climbers aim to conquer Nanda Devi East, a sister mountain of the mighty Nanda Devi Peak, standing tall at 7,816 meters, 25,643 feet. Only a few have managed to reach the top of these challenging peaks. Now, let's meet the fearless bunch. 4 Britons, 2 Americans, an Australian, and an Indian, all granted permission to conquer the eastern peak of the awe-inspiring Nanda Devi mountain. But little did they know that fate had other plans for them. After reaching a second base camp, Moran's fearless crew announced on May 22nd that they were gearing up for a jaw-dropping challenge, conquering a never-before-scaled peak standing tall at 21,250 feet. Initially, there were 12 climbers, all set and ready to rock. They kicked off their journey from Munsiyari to Pithoragarh. And then, a week later, they split into 2 groups when they reached the Nanda Devi East Base Camp. And get this, they weren't just warming up, oh no. Before their big bid, led by the expert Martin Moran, they set their sights on a daring climb up an uncharted 477-meter, 250-foot peak. Can you believe it? Thomas and 3 others from the expedition were breathing a sigh of relief, all because they wisely decided to skip a dangerous climb. Instead, their mission was to check if the route to Nanda Devi East was safe for the team. Smart move, right? But here's where the plot thickens. Moran and his buddies were supposed to be back at their base camp on May 29th, but they vanished into thin air. 5 bodies were later spotted by an Air Force helicopter soaring above a dizzying 5,000 meters, 16,404 feet. Now, retrieval is no walk in the park. It might take days or even weeks as officials are grappling with the rugged terrain, putting aerial recovery bids on hold. This mountain isn't giving up its secrets easily. Now we've got the inside scoop from Vijay Kumar Jagdande, the savvy government official from India's mountainous state of Uttarakhand. According to Him, hovering a helicopter for too long in that area is not an easy feat. With a 3-sided bowl-shaped setup, it's like solving a high-altitude puzzle up there. Now, here's where the mystery deepens. On May 30th, Thomas, one of the expedition members, took it upon himself to search for his missing buddies. What did he find? a telltale sign of a colossal avalanche that had swept through the area, he revealed in his letter. It seems like Moran and his team got caught in the avalanche's grasp while crossing a ridge. The elements sure can be unforgiving up in those mighty peaks. 2 weeks after that avalanche hit a group of climbers in the Indian Himalayas, the authorities were working hard to retrieve their bodies from the dangerous mountain face. They faced tough weather and tricky terrain, but they were determined to bring them back safely. India's finest, including the Air Force, border police, and disaster officials, were on the scene, all geared up for epic recovery plans. A fearless team of 32 was hitting the ground and soaring high, launching a fresh effort that's set to last 25 days. Now that's what we call dedication. The Indian Mountaineering Foundation, IMF, a real climbing authority, joined the fray too. They send a team of 12 on their own daring expedition, ready to conquer whatever challenges come their way. These brave souls left no stone unturned in the quest for answers on the formidable Nanda Devi. Permal Dharmshaktu, a Himalayan climbing pro of 35 years, said, "Up there, it can be downright bone-chilling, and you better believe it. Snow's on the way. It's summer, but those tricky crevasses have expanded, making this an incredibly tough mission. An IMF operation started on Wednesday. They were taking an alternate route, determined to reach the bodies by June 19th. No time to waste." Mark Thomas, one of the climbers who bravely made it back to base camp in rough weather, is playing a crucial role in this gripping rescue mission. With his help, the Indian rescue team zeroed in on the search area. The courageous climbers, missing, were a daring bunch from different corners of the world, and they have got Moran, McLaren, Whewell, Payne, Sudekam, Baymel, McCants, and our very own Indian hero, Pandey, who was the IMF's liaison officer. According to a top-secret official, scaling this range is even tougher than Mount Everest. Yes, you heard that right. But these climbers knowingly took a risky turn, changing their plans without telling the authorities. It's like embarking on an adrenaline-fueled journey, but with life-and-death stakes. Now, according to the authorities, permission was granted for conquering Nanda Devi East, and any diversion was strictly illegal. Nobody knew about their drastic change in plans, and it sadly turned out to be a fatal decision. You won't believe this. Even a seasoned mountaineer like the highly respected Moran can make mistakes. Yes, nobody's invincible up there. As the operation unfolds, it's time to gear up for a nerve-wracking and dangerous task, retrieving the bodies in a very high-risk and high-altitude operation, as described by Vivek Kumar Pandey, a spokesman for the Indo-Tibetan Border Police. And he added, "We're facing an epic challenge, as a high-altitude retrieval of this scale hasn't been attempted in recent times." The district administration asked the military for help, but let me tell you, it's no walk in the park. This place is an avalanche hotspot with tricky crevasses at every turn. Going on foot is risky and time-consuming, definitely not a leisurely stroll. In those heartbreaking aerial shots on Monday, we saw 4 bodies close together and another one buried a bit further on a ravaged ridge. And get this, 3 more climbers were thought to be nearby, facing the same dangerous fate. The experts are on the case, and they think these brave climbers might have fallen from an ice ridge or a snowy overhang during those savage avalanches. It's like a heart-stopping 10-story drop. Always remember, whether you're a seasoned climber or an armchair adventurer, safety and caution should be your trusty companions on any daring quest. The mountains are majestic and alluring, but they can be unforgiving too. With that said, thank you for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more.